Hey everyone, welcome to today's movie review with Kiki. I think I should start saying that. Welcome to today's movie review with Kiki. Alright, so today we're gonna be reviewing drumroll Crossroads. So Crossroads is showing on Amazon Prime or Prime Videos actually. So it's showing on Prime Videos and I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed it pretty well. I think this is a unique kind of movie for the now, because lately we've had movies that are either like very into olden days kind of setting, the whole ancestral setting, like I like to say, or very modern setting, and this was like somewhere in between, within the 1960s, set within the 1960s, 1970s, 1980s, before the 1990s anyway. And it's an Aisha Lawal movie, and it was lovely. It was interesting, and it was very thought-provoking for me anyway. Like I like to say, my disclaimer is in my opinion, because this is all my opinion and no one else. So if you have a contrary opinion to this review, please do let me know in the comment. I would love to hear what you think about the movie. So back to the review. So Crossroads is, like I said, in the colonial era kind of movie. It wasn't set in modern times. The plot wasn't set in modern times. If I'm to guess a timeline, between the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, before the 1990s, right? And it's about how one's trajectory in life can just change in the twinkle of an eye, based off on one small decision. Just one small decision. Right. What's the storyline, you say? I shall tell you. Okay, so the story is about a young university girl who was on a path to greatness, and on the other side, an equally young university guy who was not on the path to greatness in whatever shape or form. As a matter of fact, he was a cultist and he was enjoying being a cultist. Somehow their paths crossed, and she did an act of kindness, kind of like help evade the police officers when they're trying to, like curb his reign of terror, and all of that. And that landed her in soup. Unfortunately for her, she has a weary father who decided that no, that cannot be my child in custody. My child is in the uni. So that's the brief beginning of the story. And that one contact that she's had with the guy just kind of like took her life onto a path of misery for several years. But you see, one thing I got out of this whole movie is there's always a place where destiny is leading you to. Our prayer is just that, God, please, you see this destiny of it. Let it not lead me through a path where I will cry and cry and cry and I just want to end it all. Because to be fair, that was how she felt. At some point it was too much for her, because home was not where she could find solace in. Her father was not forthcoming in helping her, in rendering help to her in a situation. And the unfortunate thing is that she was actually very innocent. So let's talk about the quality of production for this movie. It felt like a movie where people who were already established in the movie kind of like rallied round Aisha Lawal to co-produce and, put in their best efforts in this movie for her. And you really should, because when you had guys like Femi Adebayo on the project, his father as well was on the project as well, and what's his name, Deyemi Okonlawon. These guys embodied the whole character that they played through the movie, and the kind of support and collaboration I could feel even within this movie was very, very, it did me some kind of way that I'm just like, wow, I know, like, this lady must have received, a lot of gingering, a lot of support in this project, because correct me if I'm wrong, I feel this is her first major project, even if she may have done something in the past or whatnot. But she had, it felt like she had a lot of backing from the Nollywood greats, already established greats, and it showed, because even where it felt like the story was like, maybe dwindling a little, it just kind of picked up momentum and it made sense. Abdul Latif too was on this project, and as well, he gave his A game in the project. His wife as well, Mobimpe, was on this project, and she played a really cute little sister kind of role, and it was really nice. So overall, in terms of the plot, the character, the casting, the storyline, I kind of feel very strongly that this deserves a 7 over 10. Everything was very aptly done. There was some sort of precision that I enjoyed in this movie. It was captivating. The storyline was captivating, and it made me want to watch it to the end to see what would actually become of all of these characters. My bone of contention is that I didn't like the final decision that the lead actress took, in deciding who she decided to fall in love with at the end of the day, because it felt like she picked the harder way out of the two options. Like, why would you pick a harder case scenario? Why would you choose to suffer with who, right? So overall, a 7 over 10, like I said, for production quality, casting, storyline, because yes, it did make sense and it was engaging. It was actually very interesting to watch and I enjoyed it. I feel people, and I use that word loosely, could potentially enjoy this project if you calm down and actually watch it. So it was good. It was an interesting movie, and it was just like, this is some people's reality, like your upbringing, where you're from, because the lead male character, um his excuse for being a bad person was that this is what I grew up with, this is how I know how to live my life, this is how my father taught me to live, by being a terror. And it's some people's reality. So it also makes me question the behavior that some people put out there, and you know where are they coming from, is ultimately what this um story speaks about. Where are these people coming from? What's their story? Why do they behave the way they behave? It might be from home, and if one is not shown how to behave, they might not know. It's as simple as that, right? And I'll just say here that she was his guiding light to a better path. I guess that was what destiny assigned her to do on this earth, to help a fellow human become a better person. So, do I recommend? I absolutely recommend. I think it's a very good watch. Spoke a lot of Yoruba in it, but then it was subtitled as well. So yeah, do watch and let me know what you think. I recommend that you watch it in the afternoon, because some of it may actually annoy you. For example, the father. The father was a very bad father, very, very bad father. Imagine policeman bringing your child to you. Your child is in trouble, and then the policeman say, Oga, Omoyin real, we have caught her, in a compromising situation. And you say, no, 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 this cannot be my child. I left my child in school. My child is in school receiving an education. Fam, you gonna leave your child in problems. And he did that. He actually left her alone to sleep in prison for something that she was clearly innocent of. It was very disheartening, because I know that this is another sad reality on how some people parent their kids, and it was just a wake up call that we actually need to do better, because even the worst of sinners deserves forgiveness, Yeah. So in that way, it was actually thought provoking, and I was like, wow, some people are nasty, you know. And yeah, so let me know what you think. 7/10, like I said, I strongly recommend for you to watch in the afternoon so that you don't go to bed angry. But yeah, kudos and big ups to Aisha Lawal on this project and all of the other actors, DME, Femi Adebayo, Shia whatever was on here too. Really good performance as well. Who else was on this project? Yvonne Jegede, Kiki was outstanding. Kiki was Kiki. She was Kiki in it, Mobbing Pay and all of that. So can't wait for her next project as well. I'm sure it's gonna be bigger and better than this one. So yeah. Bye.